Hey, Ange.
Hey Les, how you doing?
Why are you looking like that?
I don't know. I'm feeling good. I'm excited about the topic today. As usual,
Yeah, I
listen,
was going to say we're always
we just
excited.
let y'all into our lives. It's just
We
anyway,
do.
that's why.
I look a little dark on here. I don't have my camera light,
Your
my light,
ring light.
my my ring
Yeah.
light, but it's
Yes.
okay. It's
It's
okay.
okay. You look amazing.
Well, thank you. You always think so. Welcome to another episode of Black Boomer Besties from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Listen, can we just jump in?
Okay, let's just jump in. You know that we're old.
Well, yeah.
It's relative.
It's
It's
it's all
relative.
relative, but listen, I don't shy away from that
No, me
word
either. I'm
anymore.
cool. I'm
It's a
cool.
blessing. I'd rather be old than not
Then not.
here, all the
Right,
things.
right.
Yes.
So the
Okay.
reason I mentioned that we're old is because we are actually planning our 45th high school reunion.
We are. We are. It's one of the another labor of loves that we take on. We've been
Yeah.
a part of the reunion committee for several decades, 40
Well,
from the,
well,
yeah.
we planned,
I think, where did we start? Like at the
well,
10th?
we probably started at the 5 year. So I'm going to say this may be the ninth time we planned it because we do it
Wow.
every, like milestone every 5 years. So we've had a
Right.
5, 10, a 15. And,
Yes.
I can't wait to put up pictures of us over the years at
Oh
our
my gosh.
reunions.
Oh my gosh. You should see. We've been doing this for a while. We
We've
have been
been
doing
doing it
it.
a long time.
It's deep and challenging to pull it all together, but
But we
we
do a
take
great
it,
job. People say that
let
we're
me
like the
tell you,
best year in terms of
we take
plan.
it so seriously. And it's
We
not just Leslie
do.
and I, it's Leslie.
We have a whole crew.
It's a whole crew. I'm going to call the names because there are people.
Okay.
First of all, wait. Okay. First of all, we graduated from Brooklyn Tech in 1980. Okay.
Brooklyn Technical High School. I started to
Brooklyn
say it's in
Technical High
Brooklyn, but
School.
that's like obvious. Um,
Okay. Brooklyn Technical High School, BTHS, is one of the top schools in, I'm going to say the world, definitely in the country.
okay.
And it's a great school. Every class year is wonderful, but 1980,
Tech 80.
Tech 80 is just next
Hmm.
level.
Yeah.
Next level. Next level. We're
That's where
still,
Ange and I met
that's where
in
we met in
1977.
1977 as sophomores. That's where we met Kim Coles. That's where we met all of really
The people that have shaped our lives.
our inner circle friends. Most of them are from tech. And so I'm going to call out the people who we work with on the committee. It's Kay Benjamin, Sherelle Domville, Shelley Holder, Arlene Britt, we call her Cookie. I'm missing
Charles
those are the
O'Brady.
Charles O'Brady, and a few others who have helped in and out. But
Hmm.
those are the core people on the committee, and we delegate responsibilities. Really, it's this top notch reunion that we do. It's separate from what the school does. The school
Hmm.
always has a reunion, but
Yeah.
it's separate from what the school does. We do go back to the school and do the school events as well, but we
Hmm.
also have this other event. And so this came up as a topic because we are now in the throes of planning the one for April
Exactly.
2024. And Leslie's the one that said, listen, because we've had a group chat since 5 years ago. Was
Yeah, yeah.
5 years ago when we were planning the
Our
40th
40th.
reunion. And we'll talk about what happened with that one. But we
Hint,
kept a group,
it was in 2020.
it was in 2020. But we kept the group chat going. And so Leslie mentioned we call ourselves BTHS Lovelies because we are. And we check in and we've had Zoom calls just to kind of catch up and so on. And Leslie, it must have been, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, you were like, hey,
We have less than a year.
less
It's
than a
like,
year.
come on. April, our tech
So
homecoming is every April.
every
So I'm
April.
like, we're up, batter
Yes,
up.
yes, 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 yes. So
So
we're
everyone was
gearing
like,
up.
less than a year. Oh my God. Because it's
Yeah,
such a huge deal and we
it's a
put
big deal.
so much time into it, but it's a labor of love.
It really is. It really is. Like, I mean, we do formal sit down. There's a program. We acknowledge people because people come from all over the world.
They
I
do.
think last year we had people come in from Greece. I want to
Mhm.
say Japan.
I think Japan, I was going to say Japan also. We had someone fly
Yes,
in from Japan.
just I mean, it's and we had to get a bigger space in the
When we saw how many people, yeah.
people kept, and people were disappointed because we'd sold out, so we got a bigger room and had the venue.
Yes,
It's a big deal. It's a
it
really,
is.
really
Like
big
last
deal.
in 2020, we had over 220 paid tickets.
Yeah. And these are not inexpensive tickets. These are full
Gala price.
gala price. And so anyway, that's what we're in the throes of now. And we had our first kind of preliminary
Hmm.
assign who's going to do what type of thing. And we decided that we're going to go big again because in 2020, we were all geared up. We got tickets sold. We got deposits made for all of these, for the venue, for
We were set.
photographers, for a DJ, for
Tablecloth set and this and
all the
everything.
things, balloon arrangements,
Yeah,
photo booth. And the other thing that's amazing about our class, we reach out to members of our class. Many of us are friends on Facebook, and we are part of a Facebook group. But we reached out to people and just asked, we want to add these kind
extras,
of value
perks.
add stuff to
Hmm.
the reunion. We're looking for people to sponsor, and within minutes
Hmm.
we got sponsors. Like
Yeah.
people were just, it was really amazing. Anyway, all right, Les, I'm
So,
saying a lot. You go,
so
jump in.
yeah. So 5 years ago, we put all the planning in. I'll say the event was scheduled for March 25th, and the world knows what happened on March 20th, right?
Yeah, do you remember?
So the pandemic shut us down
It
within a
shut us
week of
down.
our reunion. We
Yeah,
had to
yeah.
scramble to return as much monies as we could, and you know, but we're not looking back.
We're not looking back, except we do want to acknowledge because a few of our classmates and the DJ, they got COVID and died. So this was, as it was for the world, but in relation to this event, it was just additionally tragic.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
And the tech family in general,
Yeah,
we lost quite a few people to COVID at that
yeah,
time.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, we did. And so anyway, so I wanted to say that in looking back, and I also wanted to say that it was really the epitome of a fun, elegant evening, which included time for us to, because we just like to have fun together. So
We really
it
do. And laugh.
just like we hadn't aged a year.
Yeah.
So we laid out several things like a cocktail hour because we wanted to make sure there was time for us to smooth before the DJ started killing it. And
Yeah.
and so I'm looking back also because I want to make sure that we make it as good, if not better, than
Yeah.
what we were planning then.
Yeah. We got to go in with the same energy, and we got to make up for the time that we didn't get together,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
love up on the people that are here still. Because every year we do hear a passing of some of our classmates. You
yeah,
know, we're at the age now where we're experiencing some loss. So it's important that we enjoy each other while we can be together.
yeah, yeah. And you know, I've never been to a college reunion. I don't know
Wow.
why. I don't know. I
I
really
didn't either,
don't know
actually.
why.
I haven't either.
But high school, I would never miss a reunion. Why would I miss a reunion? It's
Yeah.
good. Even
Yeah.
I won't get up to pick it up because I'll trip over my cord. But I have a shadow box
Mm.
with invitations over the years, with my high school diploma, with my rapidographs and stuff because I did architecture. So I have it right over there
Over there.
in a shadow box in my new place. So
We'll show it.
it's
We can leave it in the
I'll
on our
take a picture of
webpage,
it
or the
for
certainly for our
Patreon.
Patreon subscribers.
Yeah, I'll take a picture of it because
Yeah.
I would have cried
It's beautiful.
if it didn't make it. So yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing over the next few months.
Hmm.
The place we had booked, what's the name of the place again? On Prospect on
Prospect Terrace?
no,
I don't know.
come on, you don't remember?
Grand
It's a
Prospect?
Grand Prospect Grand Prospect
I don't
Hall.
know.
Come
We're
on.
old.
I listen. No,
Ah,
it was because it's a
it
historical
was a
landmark.
historic. It was. It's
Yeah, but
there.
since
It's now a
then,
condo building.
yeah, since then that so all of
Hmm.
these changes, Grand Prospect Hall, that was the name of it. That
Sounds
was
familiar, huh?
yeah. I
All
didn't
of a
want
sudden,
to.
like Sherlock,
That's what
Christopher
that's what
Columbus. You just
that's what we
discovered that,
say.
huh?
That's what we say, Christopher Columbus. Um, so we have to find
A venue.
another
We have to
place.
really
Yeah,
start really all over again. But thankfully,
yeah,
we do have our contacts. We've been in touch over the years anyway. I mean, look at you and I.
yeah. I
Look at
know,
us.
I
We
know.
speak 4 times a day
And
for 47 years.
we have some friends who own restaurants in Brooklyn. So,
Mhm.
and we do endeavor to use black-owned businesses as much as we can. And it seems that our class, it was very diverse. We had a very
Mhm.
diverse class. And I don't know if you would agree with this, Les, but the what I want to say is that I noticed that the people who are involved with the planning because of tech reunions, not only ours, because a part of what we do as class reps is we get together with the Brooklyn Tech Alumni Association,
Mhm. And act as a
and
liaison between them and our class. Yeah.
exactly, and all of the classes. So we have meetings with the Alumni Association also,
Hmm.
with other classes, and we share ideas on what we're going to do for reunions and things like that. And one thing I noticed is that the people who are most actively involved in planning reunions look like us. It's just an observation.
Hmm.
Kay talked about this too, that this is something that we noticed. And this is I'm just stating a fact.
There might be
I'm just
something
stating
to
a
that.
fact. There might be.
There
There
might
might
be
be.
something to that. I'm wondering if the desire for nostalgia
Maybe.
might be
We just like to have a party,
culturally
maybe. I don't know.
significant to us.
Don't know. Don't
Yeah.
know. I only mention it at this juncture because we do get people of every color and creed
Yeah,
at our
absolutely.
reunion.
Oh, yeah.
That's for sure. And I lost the point the bigger point that I was going to make. The bigger point
But
that I was
our
going to
gatherings
make.
are absolutely inclusive,
Yeah,
because
always.
our class was so diverse.
Absolutely, always. And it includes people who have very different opinions, very different political
Oh
leanings.
yeah, yeah.
Because as you know, we're friends on Facebook, so we see what people's
Hmm.
perspectives are. But we put all of that aside for the sake of the camaraderie that we have as a graduating class. Did you just do that? I saw
Not
something pop up.
intentionally, but I think when the
Don't
thumb went
move.
up,
Don't move.
don't move.
So even though, and wait, I'm trying to remember the bigger point I was trying to make, but I can't remember, so it'll have to come back. Oh, Leslie's.
Yeah, sorry, it's a little noise, but
So yeah, so we're really excited about that, and we. This is not going to be the only time that we talk about Brooklyn Tech.
no, it's not. There's a
It
lot to
really
talk about.
isn't. And we've had some of our classmates on the program because not only do we love them, but we're really impressed. We're really in awe of the accomplishments of
Hmm.
people in our class.
Hmm. And I
And
think it's from the foundation that was set at Tech.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
what a
pretty
special
amazing.
place. And I
It
believe
was
it still
special.
is a special place. I always
Yeah,
say I wouldn't be able to get in there today.
yeah.
But,
Maybe not.
anybody that would
Maybe
want
not.
me as a member, I wouldn't want to be in that club.
And the demographics of the school has changed
Mm,
significantly. They're
yeah.
they're I don't want to state any statistics, but I will find them because one of the guests that we've had on our show, her name is Pam Skinner. She formed a program called the Black and Brown of the Big Three because Brooklyn Tech is one of three specialized high schools in New York City: Brooklyn Technical High School, Bronx High School of Science, and Stuyvesant High School. And she did a lot of research on what was happening in those three schools and why the demographics had changed
So
so
drastically. Yeah.
significantly. You know what I mean? And it was something that still does really bother me. And I think maybe you too, Les.
Yeah.
But we
It's
talked to
it's
Pam
just
about it.
sad. Yeah.
But we talked to Pam about it. And what she said is the factor that most influenced the change in demographics is because I don't know if I told you this, Les,
You
because I'm not
did.
sure if you saw the comment. Um, is the fact that we moved. We moved out of these areas. It's not the only
Mm,
factor, but she
mm.
said it was one of the biggest factors is that we left. And when you look at the people in our Facebook group, many of those people are no longer in Brooklyn, so their families are no longer in Brooklyn.
Right.
Some
Yeah,
are, but
yeah.
many
I
have
think
moved
that's
away.
part of it, likely, but
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
imagine that that's the total picture.
It's not.
What you're
It's not.
referring to is it's almost reminds me of a like a brain dream,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
And there are other reasons because the
I'm sorry for the noise.
sure, it's fine. We can't hear it. Leslie's visiting,
Yeah, I'm
so
not on a mic.
you're not on the mic. My mic check. It's also because of how the testing and how the preparations that we used to have
Right,
at the
right.
junior high level, those things have changed quite a bit. And I think it's a part of a discussion, a bigger discussion that we will bring to the podcast. Maybe we'll have Pam back and talk about these details a little bit more. I just kind of wanted to mention that because it's another reason why our class here is so special, because it is a group that come from not only people used to take bus and train to come to tech. Like they would travel for
people,
up to 2 hours. I think Kay was saying that her commute each way. Listen, why did our parents? What was the difference that made our parents allow us to get on subways, on buses, and without the hovering?
Yeah, because
that is done now. What was different?
They knew that something was special about Brooklyn Tech for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was a different time.
Because we would ride the subway
in the 70s in New York City, and we were what? I remember Mom didn't allow me to go on a train, but I took 2 buses. And then I think my sophomore year, I was allowed to go on the train, or I snuck on the train, one of the two.
That was more likely. Well, my brother went to Tech also. He's 2 years older than me, but his class here, he's got his core people. His core, but
we have a more universal connection and closeness to our group. Hundreds of people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine, I don't think people let their kids ride. I don't know if it's a safety thing, because there was a lot of
there was a lot going on in New York City in the 70s.
A lot of drugs and gangs and things like that in the city at that time. But we even my very what's the word? Protective mother allowed it, and yeah.
So she allowed you to hang out with me, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're special. You found this little place in her heart.
I did. You just kind of,
you just swirled it and got right up in there. So anyway,
let me ask you this:
what
did you start any of the tasks that you were assigned? Crickets.
Here's what I did. I did start and found out that I didn't have the email addresses that I needed, but I believe I still have the list from 5 years ago that I can look. But I did attempt to. It's not done. But
we don't meet for another 2 weeks, so we both have time.
I'll have it done. Done. I'm the communications person, so I've already been assigned a task. So anyway.
You've got a few tasks, actually. I think that's it. So this is
What else do I have to do? Oh, yes, I remember. Did you send out the notes?
Absolutely. You should have gotten them. Read your email.
Okay. Read your email. No,
no, your email. Now we're 12 again. So this has been a BTHS inspired episode of Black Boomer Besties from Brooklyn.